Hey YouTube, it's VidHead85. Can I have 5 minutes of your time? Alright, so a Winter Garden, Florida man has been kicked out of a government meeting, a city council meeting, because he refused to stand for the pledge. Now, recently in Greece, New York, the Supreme Court ruled that having sectarian prayer does not violate the does not violate the First Amendment, which I believe is crazy because of the fact that if a city council only has Christian prayer and not Hindu or Muslim or any other prayer, then of course I believe it would be running afoul of that First Amendment. Also, the prohibition of practice of a person's religion thereof. Also, free speech is another issue. A man refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. The mayor called him out once, and then because the man remained sitting, he said, you will either stand or be escorted out. Only dictators would take that time to say you will stand or you will be escorted out. If President Obama had done this, or if any other Democrat had done this, you better believe that there would have been a freak out among the conservative punditry saying, where is this person's First Amendment rights? But apparently we do not have that here, because the person who refused to stand during the Pledge of Allegiance may have been a liberal. Simply put, the Pledge of Allegiance is, in its original form, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Or actually, the one nation under God was put in there in 1953 because communism was godless and the state was the head, and America wanted to preserve some godly heritage and therefore put that in the pledge. I had problems with the Pledge of Allegiance and saying it because I knew for a fact that this nation has had problems with immigrants, Irish immigrants as well, who now are not too keen on the Mexican immigrants or the immigrants coming in from Canada. Mexico seems to be the only border that we're concerned about, it seems. They also have issues with gay individuals who may happen to be soldiers. In fact, the mayor said that not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance would be disrespectful to the soldiers, but everybody supports the soldiers unless they're gay, women, trans, black, or any other subset of a classification that we could probably put them under, including women. I love my country, but I refuse to co-sign on the bullshit that we have in this country, such as segregation, even though it's economic instead of outright law. I refuse to praise my country's mess. I refuse to co-sign on its bullshit, because of course we have it. See, we are a nation that has dominated other countries. We have said that what they need to do, as opposed to practicing what we preach at home. If we really want to put our money where our mouth is, we will pass a constitutional amendment for women's equality. We will pass a constitutional amendment that will enforce, or we will pass policies rather that will enforce affirmative action quotas. Because all people need is a chance. That is one of the reasons why I side with the person who refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. It is his expression. It could be his expression of exasperation at his country, or it could simply be that he refuses to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, which is in fact free speech. Someone has a warped sense of patriotism by escorting the man out, when in fact it is more American to leave him there, where others are not concerned. It is just him, sitting alone, while the Pledge of Allegiance is being recited. Free speech. So the next time a Christian says they're being oppressed, why don't we double back to this story? Because if anything, this man was oppressed in a way that Christians are not. This man was oppressed. His constitutional rights violated by someone who thinks they're upholding it. See you later, YouTube. Thank you for letting me talk to you.